At this point, I believe updated this and got nothing. Well, it seems like it's that time again where we have another software update, and it seems like I got this one really late. I've been hearing about this since I think it was supposed to come out for the Quest 3S specifically. I got it, I'm assuming yesterday or this morning, because I didn't have it before. I haven't actually did the update yet. I always like to look through what they promise first and then get a quick idea of what I have so far versus what the update's going to change and then compare. That's kind of been my thing here. I don't expect much because, let's be honest, the Quest 2 is pretty much going to be forgotten soon. It's being replaced by the Quest 3S. If we're being honest with each other, the Quest 3S is now basically the Quest 2. Let's just see what they actually promise here. A week of November 4th. So I'm assuming this is when it was going to come out, or when it did come out. And as you can see, it's November 20th. So yeah, I got it late, which is to be expected, honestly. Can't always get it early. And frankly, it's the Quest 2. I don't think they even care to put it out there. So let's see what the actual release notes say. So it does say that it's going to be for Quest 2 as well, but again, I don't think a lot of what they're going to change is actually going to be for the Quest 2. Settings update. We've redesigned settings in MetaQuest to be more clearly organized, making it easier for you to find the settings you need. We've also improved the search function. All right, so we'll see what happens. We'll do a quick menu check before we actually do the update and see if that's what actually changes, if the icons change, if how everything looks changes. Calendar can help you keep track of your schedules through integrations with Google and Outlook calendars. Does this even have a calendar? Or is this a Quest 3 thing? As well as entry points to access Horizon events and workrooms meetings. I don't know, we'll see what that's all about. Hopefully I'll be able to compare it. I've always said I would like for them to have a way to schedule how long you're going to be playing. I don't think that's the same as calendar, but remote desktop in quick settings. We made it easier to access remote desktop through Meta Horizon OS with a new entry point in quick settings. I'll be honest with you, I still don't use remote desktop at all. MetaQuest Link app updates. You can now do more with the MetaQuest Link app. Cast from your headset to the MetaQuest Link PC app. I don't think I have that. A new way for you to share your MetaQuest experience with others. Yeah, I think I can even check any of these things. We're extending support for travel mode to be used when on a train. Fair enough. You can now adjust your call volume. What is that referring to? And app and media volume independently from other volume sources. Again, I don't think I quite understand what that's all about. You can find these advanced controls by going to quick settings and clicking on advanced option right next to the master volume. Okay, so we gotta check that out too. So calendar and volume, that's pretty much the only thing I think I can check here. MetaQuest on device stylus pairing. I don't have the stylus, so I can't really check that anyway. Video sharing in Horizon chats. I've never used Horizon chats, so sadly again I can't check that. Dolby Atmos and Dolby Digital Surround will support content utilizing 3 degrees of freedom head tracking. We support content on select websites and browser, and we plan to expand to other service providers soon. Learn more about Dolby Atmos. I mean, it just means how the audio is going to sound based on what you're watching. So if you're browsing, I don't know, I guess it's going to kind of change how you hear it. Maybe try to create more of a surround sound effect within the headset. Audio to expression is a new machine perception and AI compatibility that derives compelling facial motion and lip sync signals from your microphone input. Unlike earlier versions of lip sync that only animate the mouth. See, I don't know if that even works on the Quest 2. I have a feeling it doesn't. I think that's a Quest 3 thing. I did hear about that. Like, I remember hearing like, oh, they're gonna have it set up so that while you're talking, your avatar's mouth kind of moves, but it's not based on how your actual mouth moves. It's just the AI is gonna try to predict it. So I'm guessing this is a better version of that, but I've never experienced the older version, so it may not be for Quest 2 at all. So it's gonna pretty much animate like your whole face. It looks like, so that's cool. Again, don't know if it's going to work for the Quest 2. In-headset controller pairing. We've enabled an headset pairing flow. So I don't have any wireless, like I don't have like a Xbox controller or anything that I could use to pair in the headset. So I don't actually know how that works. Pass-through improvements. There's no way that's going to be for Quest 2. So that is definitely Quest 3. So we've improved the camera frame rates to align with your display frame rates. Okay, space improvements. You will be able to resume space setup by continuing scanning your existing room with updates to the room layout and furniture. Again, there is no way that's going to be a Quest 2 thing. Updated visuals for space setup. You will now see a miniature representation of your scanned environment. Quest 2 doesn't scan, so it's not the Quest 2, it's the Quest 3. So none of this is going to be for Quest 2. It's all Quest 3. I would like to check and see the audio to expression, but I don't think it's there. So really the only thing we can check after we do the update is the volume mixer and the calendar, I guess. Pretty much it. So alright, let's do a quick look at the settings here. Experimental. Let's see if there's anything going on with experimental. So apps while lying down, show hand outline, the wrist meta button. So if I put this down, you can see that there. Yep. The Quest 2 is, it can't keep up with all this stuff. It really can't. All I'm doing is looking at this menu here while recording, and the image is just awful. You don't see it on flat screen, but it's very pixelated, it's very distorted. The Quest 2 just can't handle it. I'm hoping that the Quest 3 is more capable and can actually go through and handle this stuff. I am considering getting it soon. Right now, you can get the Quest 3 with Batman for free, and the only one that's available now for the Quest 3 is the largest storage capacity that it comes with, but they're selling it for the same price as the previous smaller storage capacity version. I consider it a good deal. Let's say with Black Friday coming along, if they were to honestly just drop it 20 bucks more, that would be enough of an excuse for me to say, oh, I better grab it now. But I am looking to get it hopefully before the end of the year. These are our settings in experimental. I don't think they're gonna put another environment, so no sense in looking at that. Kind of look at this, see if that changes. What else we got? We already checked accessibility, right? Check it again just in case. No, we didn't. All right, that's all more or less the same. So we'll see if any of this changes. So let's get this software update out of the way. We'll see how long that's gonna take. It's gonna take a while though. So how about this? While it's doing that, let's just look around and see, get an idea of how everything looks. So let's actually make this bigger. There we go, minimize that. So let's see if these icons change, because sometimes they change them to stop recording before I hit restart. So let's do that first. All right, so we're back, pretty short. So far nothing looked like it changed, except hand tracking was being stupid. Put the controllers on, it was bugging out. But let's see what is happening here. So clearly I have version 71, but it's still saying I have to update again. All right, before we update a second time, let's see if anything actually changed. Anything with experimental, it's all the same. Accessibility, yep. Switch controller, no. Personalization, nothing new. Turn that off because it was bugging out the headset. I don't know if anything changed with this one. I think we have to update it again. Where was the volume? Oh my god, this is pissing me off. Now it's going into hand tracking for no fucking reason. So here's the audio stuff. Photo aspect rate. That's odd. That was never a thing. I don't remember seeing that. And I had made an adjustment on this before, so that's new. They didn't mention any of that. That's gonna help me a lot because every time I take a screenshot of this, it's always in a goddamn square, and I want it like this. Nothing else has changed, and it's just this microphone and app audio. When they mention call, so what do they mean? Like you are talking to someone else somehow? I don't have any friends, so I don't know. I wouldn't know how to do that. Well, let's hit up update now actually, and see if it's gonna be. See, now it's just this little bit here. All right, that'll be quick. So we'll let that hurry up and update, and then we'll end the recording so that I can restart. What's this? Enter pass-through. Was that always like that? I don't recall. I don't know. But the whole change that they were talking about in the settings menu, I don't see that. What about quick settings? Is this quick settings? Yeah, this is quick settings. It's all the same. Nothing's changed. So maybe something will change with when I do it again. It could also just be possible that none of these changes are actually going to affect this headset. I know for a fact though that this battery is dying fast. This is ridiculous. Here we go. Honestly, I feel like if this is not the last update that they're gonna really give for the Quest 2, then all the other ones are just gonna be updates in name only. I feel like this might actually be an update in name only. In other words, they're telling you, yeah, there's a new software update, but it's not really doing anything for the Quest 2. I feel like that's how it's gonna be. I think the last one was pretty much version 69, because we skipped 70. I don't know what happened to 70, but version 69 I think was the last major update for the Quest 2. I don't think this update's gonna do anything, I'll be honest. At least not anything noticeable. And after that, I think they're just gonna focus on Quest 3 and the Quest 3S. We're gonna stop the recording, I'm gonna restart, then we're gonna resume. If there's no other changes, then that's the end of the video, and it'll be a whole lot of nothing, which has happened before. So I'll see you guys in a bit. And we're back again, and so far the hand tracking is still kind of fucked up, so I don't know what's going on with that. I also had to plug in my headset because that battery was dying fast. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's having a hard time tracking me, and it has nothing to do with the light in my space because I have all my lights on. So it should be perfect, and yet it's not. Alright, I swear if I have to do another update, we're good now. So as you can see, version 71, and if they were doing this update over 2 weeks ago, let's say, then everything should be available now. So now that I'm getting it, I should have pretty much everything that would be available. I know it's silly of me to make that assumption, but I'm gonna do that. Anything different? This looks the same. I don't know. Let's close this. Still shaky as hell. Wait, didn't I turn off the multitasking window thing? I thought I turned this off. No, my wrist meta button is off. I didn't turn it off when I reset, so it did turn it off. Seamless multitasking is off. Was this always something separate from the multitasking? No, because you know what? When I moved this around before, it wasn't doing that. Like that. There we go. Oh shit. Let's close you. It does seem a little bit weird now. It's a little different from when we started. Let's see. Anything here? Like I said, nothing. Sound, camera, audio's the same. Alright, I'm not seeing anything. Audio alert. Yeah, it's disappointing. I don't see anything about a calendar, unless I have to go somewhere specific for that. And there was nothing about the sound either, so I don't know. At this point, I basically updated this and got nothing out of it. So I don't know. I'll be honest, with the focus now on Quest 3, I always feel like I'm out of the loop. I'm assuming I got it late, but I don't know for sure because I actually didn't see too many videos about it. But I think I'm just out of the loop because I'm still using the old device. But at least we got to see what they're claiming we're gonna get, or at least what Quest 3 is gonna get and Quest 3S is gonna get. So at least you got that. So if you have a Quest 2, you're shit out of luck right now. The update doesn't seem to do anything for you. If you still have a Quest 2 and you did get the update and it was different, let me know. Leave a comment. Tell me about it. Otherwise, that's all I got for you. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. You want to see more, hit subscribe. You want to inform me or educate me about this stuff, leave a comment. And with any luck, I will see you in the next video. And until then, take care.